Alright, I would like to show you that I was finally successful after many attempts over the course of the last few months, off and on, trying to make a Joule Thief. And I experimented with all different kind of transistors that I had lying around the house, and they just did not perform properly. They all had weird numbers, and I didn't have the time to look them all up. But I just thought, well, I'm just going to pull all these different ones that look the same as the others, and of course, that you can't judge a book by its cover. So I was never successful. I mean, I have all kinds of half projects lying around, and up here there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I've been trying to do in the midst of doing other things and trying to do business and everything else. So in work and all that. This circuit finally works, and this is basically what I put together today, and I was quite happy that I finally had a working Joule Thief. Had to break down and go get a 2N 3904 at Radio Shack for overly priced, and then a little pack of 1K ohm resistors. I guess they were a quarter of a watt rating or something like that. So anyway, I used this old bike light to hold the battery here that's currently reading 1.40 volts or something like that. So I'll just show you. This is just to hold it in easy, and it lights up. So my Joule Thief works. But I had greater expectations for it, because I had this battery that's 0.20 of a volt, and it doesn't illuminate this at all, not even in the most remote sort of way. This homemade battery here that I've got is made out of a silver quarter with some lining in there, some special things in there, and aluminum can tab on top. And this reads at about 0.73 of a volt, and this will not illuminate the light at all either. So I was a little disappointed about this one. So I don't know how far down, since I just made it, this battery will go before this stops working. But what I'd like to know, if anybody out there watching can tell me, is what can I do to make this simple circuit better? By the way, I got this off of this design from a post on greywolfsurvival.com, I think it's called. I hope I'm getting that right, but I'll put a link to the page where it helped me the most to finally put this together in a working fashion. And again, this is just the case to hold it easy from an old bike light that wasn't working anymore, that I took apart for other parts. So there it is. That's the Joule Thief. I'd like to get a design that's more efficient, that will run off of at least 0.7 something. Perhaps if I used a different LED, because this is a white one, maybe a lower power requirement LED, perhaps it will at least slightly glow. I'd just like to see it slightly glow off of the homemade thing. And I'd like to see it slightly glow off of this when it gets down to the level of the homemade thing. So I figured I'd share that, and thanks for watching, and I'll be sharing any other projects that come along sooner if I find something better in relation to this simple circuit.